Hello, second graders. We are back with another deep dive. We are on Module 1, Lesson 10 today. You will need your reading notebook. We are going to use the knowledge section. You will also need a pencil. What does a sentence need to be a complete sentence? It should express a complete idea, and it needs both a subject and verb. Let's read the anchor chart from the main lesson and determine which of the bulleted phrases on the charts are complete sentences and which are not. So as we read through these, I will highlight complete sentences in yellow and not complete sentences in red. So looking at the first one, let's read it together. Windy, chilly. Do we have a full thought there? No. I don't even think we have a subject or a verb. It's just kind of describing something. Windy, chilly. Not a complete sentence. Let's look at the next one. Leaves change color to brown, red, and orange, and yellow, and fall off trees. Ooh, change, that's an action word. Who or what changes? Leaves change. Well, that is a complete sentence. And the next one. Animals get ready for winter. They migrate and store food. Crops are ripe. Whoa, that's 3 complete sentences. They all have an action word and a subject, and they all have complete thoughts. Through the long night. When I read this, I'm wondering what happened through the long night. So it's not a complete sentence. The next one, a chill filled the air. Ooh, filled, that's an action word. Who or what filled the air? A chill. Brr. A chill filled the air. Now looking at the next one. Leaves, brown, yellow, orange. Leaves are the subject, right? Oh, but there's not an action, so that is not a complete sentence. Flocks of geese took wing. I know that sounds kind of silly, but we do have an action, took, and we do have a subject, geese, or flocks of geese, and it does express a full thought. So this one is a complete sentence. And the next one, apples grew musky, pumpkins heavy. Grew is the action, apples, subject, and this is also a complete sentence. An incomplete sentence is called a fragment. Fragment. Everything that is highlighted red is a fragment. So again, if it's not a complete sentence, we call that a fragment. Writers have different purposes for their writing. When they want to list information quickly, as on classroom charts, they might not take the time to write complete sentences. At other times, such as when a writer is writing a summary or report for someone else to read, they do use complete sentences so the reader can understand exactly what is happening. When are some other times a writer might list information quickly without a complete sentence? Well, we use keyword definitions in our vocabulary journals. We don't need to write a whole sentence to explain what the word means. When my grandma makes a grocery list, she does not write out sentences. She just kind of lists bread, eggs, milk. We don't have to write, I will need to buy some bread. I will also need to buy more milk. I do need more eggs to make breakfast in the morning. We're not going to write complete sentences when we're writing a grocery list. And when we're brainstorming, we often do not write complete sentences. That's when we just come up with quick ideas. So we don't always have to write complete sentences. Sometimes writers revise their writing and change fragments into complete sentences. So that means they take an incomplete sentence, they have all these ideas, they just jot things down, and then they pick out the ones they want to keep and then change them into complete sentences. So I can take the fragment, windy, chilly, and change it into a sentence by writing, during fall, the weather can be windy and chilly. So I just turned this fragment into a complete sentence. I should highlight this one red. This fragment into a complete sentence. Okay, if you don't yet have your knowledge or your reading notebook out, please pause and go get it and open up to the knowledge section today. We're going to turn 2 fragments from our chart into complete sentences and add them into our journal. Okay, so again, this is the knowledge section. So this is what I want you to write in your knowledge section. We have the fragment. I want you to label it as fragment so that you know it's not a complete sentence. We have the fragment windy, chilly. Then I want you to write complete sentence. During fall, weather can be windy and chilly. Okay, so you're going to write exactly what you see on here so that when you look back at your knowledge journal, the knowledge section, you can see, oh yeah, the fragment was windy, chilly, but I turned it into a complete sentence by changing it to during fall, weather can be windy and chilly. And you can pause the video whenever you need to. So if you want to pause it now and write your fragment and complete sentence, you can. And then your second one that you're going to write, again, we're going to write fragment so we know it's not a complete sentence. Leaves brown, yellow, orange. Again, that's our fragment, not a complete sentence. And our complete sentence that we're going to change it into, leaves turn brown, yellow, and orange. Now we do have a complete sentence. So again, please label these with fragment, leaves brown, yellow, orange, not a complete sentence. Then you're going to write complete sentence, leaves turn brown, yellow, and orange. Okay. Again, if you need to, pause the video to add these to your knowledge journal, the knowledge section of your reading journal. And we're coming in for a landing. When might you want to revise your writing to be sure you have used complete sentences? Well, if you're writing a letter to someone, you might want to make sure you use complete sentences. When we write reports, we should use complete sentences. And when you write for something like a newspaper or magazine, you should use complete sentences. All right. Again, your task was to add these fragments and complete sentences to your knowledge section of your reading journal. So if you have that done, then you've done your job for today. I hope you had fun and learned something new. Thank you for listening, and I'm sure you did your best. Keep on doing your best and have the best day ever.